I used to chase, and that never got me anything. I used to chase jobs, friends, and also girls. And all three of them would never come back to me. Three of those things would never come straight into my lap. And I think when you detach from all the different results, outcomes, anything, you're just, I hate using this word, but nonchalant, then everything comes in spades. An example of this is when I was in a job for 3 months. I was trying my hardest every single day. This was in a tech entrepreneurial startup, which I could probably make another video on. I'll try every single day to just not only be on time, which is very important, but also engage with the people around me, try to act as friendly as possible, and also just in my work. This was also a marketing job, so I was doing a lot of emails, content planning. I'll just try hard every single day. And by the third month, because in the UK you get 3 months probation, by the third month, they said, no, you're not right for the role. And I didn't pass my probation, which is I think it's because I put so much emphasis in trying hard that I'm not going to say karma, but I'm not going to say God as well. It's more like your energy that you put in. You put too much energy into something and it doesn't really come back to you. That good karma doesn't really come back to you. And I'm not saying to do a shitty job. I'm not saying to try as hard as you can, but not all the time in your life. When you try the hardest, it will never come back to you. And there's also another point in saying that you should never really expect anything in your life as well. And that's another point that I could create in another video because life is unexpected. I'm only 24 years of age, but I feel like I've had a lot of life experience. And of course, I'm going to be, much older and I'm going to have more experiences, good or bad. But to the example that I've not created, but the example that I have shown to you guys is that by trying your hardest, it does not equal to getting the results. Luck is involved. I think this is the most underrated thing as well. Luck is so underappreciated because everyone on YouTube is saying you have to work as hard as possible, you have to do this, you have to have side hustles. But in reality, you could meet your friends could create a business and you and him just connect on a one-to-one basis, and then you're working with him, and then you create the next day, you have an app, you create something that no one has ever created before, and you end up making millions from that just because of that luck that was involved. And I'm not saying hard work is overrated. I'm just saying, luck has an element, a sprinkle in that whole idea of being successful as well. You can be in a industry before people have actually looked into. You can create your own niche. Anything is possible with the internet. You can ape into a crypto. Not financial advice, but that could also happen. So luck plays somewhat a essential part too. But anyway, back towards this story that I've said. I was trying so hard. I was putting in a lot of hours after work. But then I end up being fired or I end up not passing probation. And so after this, I was kind of disheartened. I wasn't putting as much weight to this probation. I just started applying to a load of jobs. I was doing agency work in different stadiums in the UK. So I was earning a little bit of money, but it's not the money that I would be earning if I worked in this marketing job, in this 9 to 5. After a month, I posted my CV to the agency or a recruitment agency for B2B tech. And so once I uploaded the CV, I got a call from the agency owner, the recruitment agency owner, saying, we have someone in this space that's looking for a marketing person, and we've viewed your portfolio. It looks very good, but this person wants to have a call with you. So I have a 15-minute call on Google Meets, which is basically Zoom. And, I discuss my experiences. It's basically a typical interview if you've had one before. Past that, she viewed my portfolio. She said it was good, and I got to meet the owner. And this owner, I'm not going to say the nationality, but very European, straight to the point. And he also had his CTO on a laptop because he was in another country, which I won't name. But he was very intense, I would have to say. I think he was just trying to test me. I think a lot of these owners just want to test their employees or potential employees into this job. And he just tested me a load of, what is our competitors doing? How would you market our product? How would you sell this product to other people? And it was just, I was getting hammered with all of these questions, and I felt like, oh shit, I didn't really prepare. But I think during these times when you're interviewing, that is your subconscious isn't your subconscious is taking more of the pilot role rather than your conscious mind. So I think it's just because of me doing the research beforehand that I was able to answer these questions. And I felt before I didn't feel nervous, but 2 minutes before I felt very, very nervous going into it. But during that, when you're in the office, you just want to bring it home. You just want to get this job and get bread to invest and create new sources of income. And I just thought to myself, man, like I'm better than all of these other candidates, which is something you should definitely think when you're going into these roles, because you're essentially marketing yourself. But I was just being myself. I didn't really put too much weight into this because I had other interviews lined up as well with other companies. And, this circles back to the point that I made at the start is when you put too much emphasis into a result, you end up pushing that result away. And the interview that I had with the startup founder, I didn't really care. I didn't really care about the outcome. I thought I did pretty shit. But I guess the owner liked me. So he said, he actually asked me if I could shorten my notice period, because usually the notice period between you switching roles is between 4 to 3 weeks. And I said 3 weeks, but in reality, I was out of this job for about 2 months. But I wanted some time of rest from my agency work. But by looking back now, him asking me that pretty much ensures me that I would get the job. And, a week later, he gives me a call, or he calls my agency that I was working with, and they offered me a job. And I think that's been 7 months now since that interview, and I'm still at this role. So the main story, or the main lesson behind this is, don't try and put emphasis on the result. Just I'm not asking you to do the minimum. I'm not asking you to do the maximum. I'm just saying, don't put as much emphasis into something, because in your life, not everything is going to work the way how you envision something. That could be in a job, that could be in a relationship. You might as well just live naturally, good, bad, and it will all work out.